on some of these names, the PSU names that have been doing well. Mazagon Dock has seen a sharp rally of late. The stock has surged 10% in the last 1 month, and it's also outshining quite a few nifty companies in terms of market capitalization. And remember this at a time, today it's of course really quiet. Let's pull up a longer chart. Maybe we can pull up a year-to-date or a one-year chart. And this is despite the fact that the fourth quarter P&L was not that great for Mazagon Dock. But despite that, buying has picked up again. Obviously, a great performer in the last 1 year. And even this last leg has been fairly sharp. Let's go across to Hormuz to understand how the market capitalization shifts are happening. Hormuz, over to you.
And Mazagon Dock, as you were mentioning, right, a big outperformer over the recent past as well. And this is after, at the highest point of the day today, the stock was up around 3.5% before it gave up those gains. And at that point, the market cap of the company stood at around 1.43 lakh crore rupees, which was higher than at least 8 nifty companies as of now. And if you take a look at the nifty companies at which the market cap was higher, the list goes Hindalco, Cipla, Shriram Finance, Hero Motorcorp, Tata Consumer, Dr. Reddy's, Apollo Hospitals and IndusInd Bank. And this is despite the recent correction that we have seen last Friday and in Monday's session, when the stock cumulatively fell 10%, as you highlighted that the fourth quarter numbers were not their best. There was a sharp decline in its margins because of higher expenses, and that is a result as which the stock fell from its record highs. Remember, the stock closed at a record high last Friday before the results were announced, and since then it's been in a bit of a downward trend. For FY26, now the management is expecting an 8 to 10% revenue growth. They're also saying that the order book will cross 1 lakh crore rupees, provided 2 major orders are signed. And those 2 major orders are in the P-75 and the P-75I submarines, which are expected to be signed this year. And if those happen, then the order book will cross 1 lakh crore rupees. And that P-75 submarine order is valued at anywhere between 30 to 40,000 crore rupees. And the management said that this might happen sometime next month. So if that happens, that of course will be a positive trigger for the stock. Antique came out with a note a couple of days earlier on Mazagon Dock. They maintained their buy recommendation on the stock, raised their price target to 38.58 from 34.33 earlier. So more upside is what Antique is projecting here. They said that despite the near-term challenges, the medium-term outlook for the company remains strong. And the fact that they are going to also engage in capacity addition over the next few years, that is also going to provide a further fillip as well. And just to add on, when the stock was at its record high on Friday, the market cap was in excess of 1.5 lakh crore, and in adding to those 8 names, you would add Eicher Motors to that list as well. So Mazagon Dock among the outperformers, and despite this recent correction, the stock is still up 60% on a year-to-date basis.
Thank you very much for that.